Today, our focus is the Ghanaian film entrepreneur. As you are aware, Ghanaian films have not made the desired impact in Ghana and beyond. The government, through the National Film Authority, under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, has taken the charge to create an ecosystem that will encourage a vibrant marketplace for Ghanaian movies. This will help motivate the production of good Ghanaian movies that will find markets globally. The Presidential Pitch Series is a pipeline down the value chain intervention that addresses a huge gap in the system. It creates the marketplace for good ideas within the film ecosystem to align with the investment they need on one hand and the distribution on the other hand, to help ensure a good return on investment whilst reaching audiences in Ghana and globally. This will help push Ghana towards its goal of becoming a film hub in the region.
Mr. President, the arts, particularly film and music, are money. They are big, big money avenues. So I want to assure you, we want to improve, do all that we can, resource these sectors, and make sure that our filmmakers and artists become rich and comfortable. We will do that. We will invest in this ecosystem to make sure that our artists, filmmakers, musicians inclusive, become rich and comfortable. As part of the President's effort to create jobs and make Ghanaians rich. In this connection, Mr. President, we want to help produce 200 movies every year. 200 Ghanaian movies every year. And that will generate approximately 40,000 jobs every year from the film sector alone. We also want to encourage the production of film scripts. If you have a film bank with good scripts, they'll have very good films to show. So, President, we are working very hard with the private sector to build multi-purpose studios in this country. By end of next year, God willing, we'll have a very big multi-purpose film studio to produce films and music in this country. We are doing that because the President thinks that the creative arts sector is a gold area for Ghana. The President has access to make sure that we do what we can to ensure that this sector is not only competitive in Ghana, but globally. And I want to urge everybody to support us in our drive to create a sector that will create jobs for young people and contribute to Ghana's GDP. So, President, the tourism, arts, and culture sector would generate from next year, God willing, $5 billion as revenue to this country, and be the number one contributor to Ghana's GDP from number 4. Let me thank all of you and wish you a fruitful afternoon. Thank you, Mr. President.
Ladies and gentlemen, today marks an important, exciting milestone for our nation, especially its creative arts sector. This afternoon's event is a fulfillment of a major promise by government to strengthen the creative arts sector and make it a significant contributor to national development. It is also a vindication of the choice I made to appoint Ibrahim Awal Mohammed as Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. Following his brilliant exploits as Minister for Business Development in my first term. Ladies and gentlemen, many of the things that define a nation are its arts, culture, customs, and traditions. Culture is the very foundation of society. Customs and traditions tell us where we came from and point to where we might be going. They provide a mirror to our collective and individual souls. Without acknowledging culture and its due importance, we stand unable to face the rest of the world, unable to face ourselves. Even though the film and creative arts sectors have mostly been private sector led, considerable gains have been made over the years by government interventions through policy, through legislation, through investment and promotion. Much as the establishment of the National Film Authority in 2016, which was to help inspire a vibrant film industry, has yet to achieve its purpose. It has a dynamic leader in its chief executive, from whom much is expected. That is why I'm happy to announce that I've given assent to the Creative Arts Industry Act, passed by the 7th Parliament of the Fourth Republic, which will help create an enabling environment for the Ghanaian film sector and the creative arts sector in general to contribute effectively to the nation's growth. The establishment of the Creative Arts Agency will lead to the setting up of a Creative Arts Fund to help address the challenge of funding that has bedeviled the sector. Government recognizes the importance of the film industry and expects the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture and the National Film Authority to make film tourism an important part of their activities. Our country has an abundance of forts and castles, national parks, historic traditional palaces, wildlife and festivals that could be filmed and marketed for tourist purposes. The consistent favorable rankings of Ghana by the World Economic Forum Global Competitive Report as politically stable, with a safe and secure environment, unique and better tourist assets and infrastructure, should make the country a preferable film and tourism hub, which should be leveraged by Ghanaian film producers. We are indeed the safest country in West Africa and the third most peaceful country on the continent. This enviable position has great marketing and promotional ramifications for the development and sustainability of the Ghanaian film industry. It is for these reasons that we have gathered this afternoon to launch the first ever presidential film pitch series, which also is the first of its kind on the continent. Fellow Ghanaians, government through the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture and the National Film Authority has brought together Ghanaian film producers on one hand and investors, distributors and marketers on the other to make deals to the tune of 25 million United States dollars. Fortunately, Ghana has the famous National Film and Television Institute, NAFTI, which is the oldest film and television training school in the region. Government is retooling NAFTI to enable it provide the needed training for players in the industry in our quest to make Ghana attractive to international film productions, as well as the hub of film production in West Africa. 45 million euros have been approved for NAFTI to reform it into a world-class training facility. The school is also introducing specialized courses in script writing as well as the business of film. This means that Ghana will now have graduates with speciality in script writing to feed the film sector and help build the needed structures for a vibrant film ecosystem. And NAFTI will also be issuing its own degrees as part of the University of Media Arts. Fellow Ghanaians, creativity is essential in all aspects of nation building. The Creative Arts Senior High School, which is being constructed in Kwadaso in Kumasi in the Ashanti region, is nearing completion. The school will help open up the creative process from the secondary school level, making the arts sector a vibrant option for many students by giving targeted training to young people and offering them the opportunity for employment in the creative arts sector. The Creative Arts Senior High School will also help prepare students who desire to further their education at NAFTE, thereby providing a stream of creative talents. COVID-19 has no doubt ravaged our economy, just as it has done to many economies around the globe. Businesses have been badly impacted, and several lives have been lost to the pandemic. Government's swift and bold interventions are yielding results as the severity of the pandemic is steadily reducing. And I'm hopeful that our continuous adherence to the safety protocols will lead to the systematic reduction in the number of cases and fatalities. It is obvious that the film and entertainment sectors are some of the worst hit by the pandemic, resulting in thousands of job losses. As we gradually emerge from the pandemic, I'd like to urge players in the sector to step up their entrepreneurial acumen. Film entrepreneurs must lead in the creation of new businesses, which will serve as an important ingredient for the development of a vibrant business sector. In this regard, I want to particularly entreat the youth, especially women, to help develop greater interest in the value chain. Ghana is determined to create an environment that fosters youth entrepreneurship, which results in the creation of new business entities. And I want to conclude on a matter which I know is of great concern to many of you, that the opening of cinemas is under constant review by the COVID-19 task force, and hopefully we'll hear from the task force very soon. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I declare the Presidential Film Pitch Series 2021 duly launched.
Okay, we're done. Thank you very much, Mr. President.